Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back. It's been a little minute. 1 a.m. is back in the building. My name is Rashad. This is Jelani. We got Mo Knows, aka RB Mo. I'm gonna do like the rappers do when they go live and say, I'm gonna wait for everybody to come in.
Even though nobody's coming in here. It's literally just the three of us right now.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But fellas, what's good, man? It's been like 2 years since we've done an episode.
It's like 3 years since we had so it's been a little minute.
Facts.
Man,
Yeah, everything cool, man. How y'all doing, man?
can't call it. I can't call it. Mo, how about yourself, man?
Man, I've been doing well, bro. Feeling blessed.
What if I didn't mean to cut you off? But what if
you good? You get your line.
What if like when you ask like how I'm doing, what if I just broke down crying and just like told you all my life troubles just in the first 5 minutes of the episode?
I cried like for 10 minutes, probably about an hour or so ago. I like broke because my uncle. All right, so I said this earlier on the channel, so it's already out there. But my uncle passed a couple weeks ago, and like it's crazy because like I grew up playing 1-on-1 with him, playing catch with him, hitting, batting practice, all that and stuff with my uncle. So it was like my mom just randomly, I guess she was going through her phone and she sent me a video of him hugging me at my birthday like last year. And I just like lost it. I was like, thanks, mom. I was moving on in life and whatever. But yeah,
That's
it's
what I
definitely
mean. That's a real reason to cry, though.
yeah, no, 100%. Like I don't I think at this big age I don't cry for like little things anymore. It's no longer like my cookies are gone and then you start crying. It's like I think legit life reasons to cry now.
I feel that, man. Like,
When's the last time you guys cried and what was it about?
okay, this is how we started.
Yo, this got dark. I don't know. Yo, I feel like we was joking about it being dark, and then it really got dark. I don't remember the last time. I could tell you the pettiest thing I cried over, and as Falcons fans, I didn't cry over 28-3, but there was a playoff game. This was like 2000. It was technically 2009, but it was for the 2008 season. It was Matt Ryan rookie year, and we lost to the Cardinals in the playoffs. And I was
the last time you cried was 2009.
No,
this was the pettiest.
Last time, but that I was just thinking about. Like, I'm trying to remember what was it, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like, it's kind of hard for me to cry, man. Not to say I don't feel things because I am a human, but like, I feel like I'm just kind of, my brain is so thrown off. If I'm being real, it's kind of hard for me to cry. Like, it got to be some real. I wish I could cry more if I'm being honest. Yeah, this really did get dark out of nowhere, but we're here now. It's all good. I like the vibe.
Nah. Before you go, Mo, there was a moment probably between like 13 and 17 where I didn't cry once. So that was like the whole in the middle school all the way through like most of high school until one of our classmates died when I was a junior. And then I cried then, like after the funeral. And like, but I barely cried as a teenager after crying like a lot as a kid or whatever. But yeah, anyways, Mo, go ahead.
Man, it's interesting you say that. I've never really been a big crier. They say even as a baby, like I didn't really cry much. I kind of just like sat there. Like even like my grandmother's funeral, like I didn't really cry. It was just kind of like, but like, well, my grandmother on my dad's side, my grandmother on my mom's side passed. Like initially I didn't cry, but then like I saw my mom and then start crying. Then that made me sad and like a few tears. But the last time I'll say actually, so he said the pettiest you did the last one. I'm like, for me, I know like one of the wildest moments when I cried was like after I broke up with my ex. Like I'm single now, and last time we had a pod, I was in like a 4-year relationship. So
I was just about to say, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Catching up with each other, it's all good.
Right. Yeah. So after we broke up, man, I remember I was at work, and so we broke up because, I guess we started off with honesty and all that. I had cheated, and so it was like kind of eating at me, and so really it was eating at me because everybody knew about her. And I was like, man, it's like, this is just getting crazy. So I ended up telling her we broke up. And then so I went to work the next day and I had a homegirl there. And so I was talking to her and I was just like, yeah. So it was in the kitchen. I was like, yeah, so me and Blake broke up. And then she was just like, really? I was like, yeah, I told her. And then she was like, and then she hugged me. She was like, it's okay, you'll be all right. Like joking, didn't think I was gonna cry. And then she like let go of the hug and a couple of tears were going down. She was like, oh, okay, go to the back. I was just like, yeah, all right, let me get this together. But yeah, man, yeah, that was a crazy moment. But
Wait, she didn't keep embracing you after, like, she told you to leave after you started crying?
Yeah, she said go to the back because there were people around. She was
okay, I got it.
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Like she checked up on me later, but she was definitely not. It's funny. She was my homegirl. Like we rock. Like I rock with her, but she definitely is not like that type of embracing person. It's like. It's kind of, but she also probably wasn't embracing me because she felt like I was a piece of crap for cheating on my ex anyway. So, yeah.
Hey, I could be like vulnerable real quick.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a girl I've been dating like on and off for a couple of years or whatever. Like we on like the off stage right now. But she like I'm not like you sometimes you just check her page just to see what's going on or whatever.
Right.
And she got like a new dude she dating or whatever. So like I go to check her page, like just casual, you know what I'm saying? Like see what's going on. And I'm not gonna like say exactly what she was tweeting about, but it was something along the lines of like, yeah, I'm just, it's hard to walk this morning after what happened to me last night. It was something like that. It's like, damn, bro, I since we're talking about crying, like I wanted to cry in that moment. I wanted to.
Y'all ever seen the little ragdoll memes? With the messed up
like
hair,
the little Bratz doll or whatever.
Yeah, and
the messed
they
up, oh yeah. No, it was something like that. Yeah,
that ain't never happened to me. But like, if it did, bro, oh my goodness, I wanna for all the brothers. That's how they found out. I gotta my prayers out to you, my brother.
Thank you. No, I needed that.
Yeah, that would definitely. Yeah, I would definitely feel some type of way on that one.
I mean, it's not like that's not my actual girlfriend, so it's not.
But it's but it's one of those situations where it's like, you're not my girl, but you always gonna be my girl. Like once you
it is something like that.
Like, and that, and we both know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what you doing out here? Publicly expressing about how you moved on in life.
What are you doing out here? Consuming penis. How do we get to this point in our lives?
Facts. No, that is you just consuming penis. It's the fact that you posted about it.
Giving a public review.
It's like, damn, like it didn't make you start thinking like, damn, like you ain't posting nothing about me. When I was like, but
where was my tweet?
Right.
No, that's fucked up.
She was posting. She responded with the Vito and Chris Brown sensational under the tweet, and she's like, "This whole song has a new meaning to me," and you're like, "I get it, we get it now."
Yeah, no, I was sick when I checked her page. This is a great way to start off I just want to say the first 10 minutes after.
No.
Years, and I'm not even joking either.
Yeah. It's way better than talking about 50-50 dates. Oh. How do you guys feel about the current state of like Black podcasting right now?
I don't know if we can really speak on it because we just came back. No, I think what happened was for real. Like even with us, like to explain like the 3-year absence. I feel like when the pandemic was really popping off, like everybody had their podcast, and there's only but like you go on Twitter. There's a bunch to talk about, but there's only certain topics that really pop off, like as far as getting the retweets and stuff like that. And I feel like people was just like, all right, I mean, it's kind of easy to just talk about the timeline topics on the podcast. And it's kind of stay like that, you know what I mean? Like, but I can't blame people, you know what I mean? Like certain things don't always, get them interactions, them likes, them retweets.
Facts. You know, and it's, man, I feel like it's really got a lot of people, the current state of podcasting, black podcasting, it really got like a lot of people heads messed up. Cause, you know, me and Rashad got a homeboy who, like, he been asking us lately about, like, man, do y'all think, like, you know, the stuff that they be talking about, you know, like on Instagram and on these podcasts, you think that's how women really feel and stuff? And it's like, I'll be honest, like, I don't. Like, I really feel like a lot of these women just be saying a lot of stuff just to say it. But then it's like their actions on how they move outside of it, it doesn't necessarily always reflect that, you know? Like, and then a lot of these dudes, you know, and I feel like right now, like, you know, it all really started with Kevin Samuels, you know, RP to a GOAT. I ain't gonna lie, I saw a clip like last week of him when he called that girl. He was like, "Yo, you're 5'9", 210. You a running back. You will hit the A gap with with power." I was just like, "Yo, like," but you know, but I feel like, you know, that type of podcasting and that type of, you know, just dialogue really just went crazy. And so because of that, like, you know, people really lean into that a lot more. And it's a lot of guys who are insecure who love to lean into that as well. And it's like, it'd be like, bruh, like, you know, I don't know, like I look at it as, you know, like with this, a lot of men talking about they want these feminine women and, you know, I want this women to be submissive and all this other crap like that. You know, I feel like I'm realizing, I think it's, you want a woman to make you feel like a man, but you have to be a man for a woman to help you make you like to even for that. You feel me? Like, if you're not being a man in your everyday life and doing the things you need to, how can you expect a woman to make you feel like a man? She not gonna, like, you know, it's just you gotta give her security. You gotta be on top of your stuff. And a lot of these dudes don't be, but they want a woman to sit there and comfort them. It's like, nah, that's not how it works.
No, you spinning that gospel. I think for me, I think we're like, everything's like a cycle, right? So the current cycle is the hot topic podcasts. They're kind of like phasing out because I think people caught on to what it was like, or what it ended up becoming, like you said, Mo and Jelani, like it was like, okay, if this gets engagement, this gets clicks, and clicks and engagement equals money, then I'm just gonna do what they do. And then if people got tired of it, or they just peep game. They was like, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you trying to break up the black community. You trying to do this. You trying to. And once people caught on, it was like that's when it started to phase out for real. Because it's like Fresh and Fit, they always been hated, right? But like 2 years ago, Fresh and Fit was hated, getting millions of views every day. Nowadays, Fresh and Fit hated, and I don't know what platform they on because they get banned on every social media platform. But you know, they just did the little Fresh and Fit conference. They had a little, you know, the 8 dudes in the crowd with the little suit and ties, shirt and ties, and
Right.
they got 100,000 likes and 100,000 retweets of people quote tweeting it and calling them losers and calling it LoserCon and everything, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like it fell off. Like, I was watching AMS talk about it this week. Shout out AMS, Alpha Male Strategies, for those of you who don't know. And AMS was talking about Kevin Samuels, and he was just talking about why red pill content was dying out. And he said people just got tired of it. Everything has a phase, everything has its thing. The only thing that's going to keep you going in this game is great content. So I think that's all it really is for real, for real. John, you wanted to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, like, you also got to think, like, some of the kids that was probably like 15 in 2020 when the whole like red pill, alpha male, all that stuff was starting to like really pop off. Those people are like 20, you know, around this age now, so they kind of starting to realize like some of that stuff. Say it again.
I was saying, right.
Yeah, so like they probably starting to realize some of that stuff is kind of corny, like the whole like Andrew Tate, you know what I mean, that type of stuff. It is kind of scary though, because it's like, okay, you do have some of those kids that might snap out of it, but there are going to be some kids that are raised by, like I saw on Twitter, I forget what the percentage was. It was like a large percentage of like men between maybe like men under 30 or something like that, but they were saying like have never approached a woman in real life before, like never. But you gotta think like the way that they grow up now, like that's a realistic thing. Like you might not ever, every girl you might ever pull if you 22 years old might have been from, you know, either you had class with her in high school or you might have shot your shot on Instagram. She went to your college or whatever. But like them days is just walking up to girls in the grocery store and stuff like that. I feel like that's kind of over with.
I got a question. I got a follow up about that, Jelani.
Yeah.
Both of y'all, do y'all think it's easier to bag nowadays because of that in person?
No,
in person? No, I'm not even gonna cut you off on that.
No, well, I was gonna say like I feel like not. I mean, it depends on your. I think with like the younger girls, nah, because it's just like they a little socially awkward too. When I say younger, you know, I guess let me clear that up. if we're talking about like,
how do you know about the younger girls, Mo?
Around like 24ish, you know, like around that age, you know, you're still, you know, where most of us are still, well, some of us are still in our 20s, you feel me? 29, about to be 30. But I feel like, yeah, but I'll say like, you know, like, but I'll be honest, it's like, you know, you'll be out and you'll meet a girl who's like around like 23, 24. And it's just like, they're a little bit different than like, I think for like women that's our age, it's all still the same, you know? Because it's like it's not easier or harder than it was, because it's like they get it, you know, they're in the same kind of thing, you know.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like in my personal experience, it's been a bit easier nowadays because it's like I think women have like a sort of shock factor of like, oh wow, you just came up to me and had a conversation with me, and it felt, you know, like you know how to hold a conversation and carry a conversation. It's just kind of easier, I feel like now, than it used to be when that used to be the norm. You know, like everybody could, or most men could carry a conversation, most men could approach in person because that's like what you did. But now since it's like, because you know, I don't know if y'all ever heard this. Y'all ever heard this from women where they be like, I don't get approached, where it'd be like a fine woman and someone would like interview them over Discord and they're like, I actually don't get approached that much in person because like women really don't be. Go ahead, Jelani.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I ain't gonna cut you off if you're still going, but no, I was just gonna say like you gotta think like the super duper fine women, like either they don't get approached because dudes don't think they could get them, or it's like the dude that he throws like the Hail Mary pass, he just walks up and just says something crazy, you know what I mean? Like he just does too much. So it's really like no in between with them if you think about it. Like it's either they not getting talked to, or it's some dude just saying the craziest thing you ever heard when they walk out the gas station.
Facts. I would definitely say dudes do be wilding these days. Yeah, and I think, you know, and I will say it's interesting, like, cause yeah, guys these days, like, they just come out and just say whatever now, man. It's like, and I think I feel
like that's different though. Like we talking about like y'all talking about kind of like content creators going out. Deshae, I think Deshae was a great example of that this past week. Did y'all see that from Deshae?
The dude,
because I had to remember like we are older. So Deshae Frost went mad viral a week ago. He was in Target and he was streaming with E. Kane. And then he just walked up to this girl and he said, "Hey, can I get your number?" And she was like, "No." And he was like, "Oh, for real? Because I will F the ish out of you." And then her brother came up and what happened? Her brother came up and pressed him and was like, "Yo, did you come up on my sister?" And he was like, "Yeah, I just asked her for her number." He said, "Nah, you said more than that." And it was a big like black people conversation for like 2 days. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it's just, I say all that to say like things like that happen nowadays where it's like dudes say the most outrageous stuff because of like the internet and streams and content creation. But I think like that kind of goes into my point again of like, if you act normally around a woman, I think it's more easy to get a woman's attention in public, in person, being normal. Versus how it used to be. Like if you were normal back then, it's like, oh, may the best man win. Now it's like any man that's normal, like that's the bare minimum. You just have to be normal and approach me in real life instead of sliding in my DMs and you got my attention.
Right.
I kind of feel like if you at this point, especially if it's like if a woman that has like a bunch of followers or whatever, or that has like, because there's certain women on Instagram that have, they might not necessarily be famous, but they just find women that work normal jobs that have a bunch of followers just because they find. So it's like at this point, if you slide into their DMs, if you're not kind of like being different than every other dude that's hopping in there, it's like you kind of wasting your, you know what I mean? You kind of wasting your time after a certain point.
Man, you know what I miss? I miss like when you used to really like slide into DMs. You know, I used to have this one picture of like a dude diving into like the water. I would sit down and be like diving into your DMs, little stuff like that, bro. It's like, man,
that was
those
the era.
days are, yeah. Now
I was about to say that era was not very successful for me, bro.
Yo, what's the craziest way you try to slide into a DM?
I had a picture of Derek Jeter sliding into home base, and then I sent another picture of Derek Jeter like at an award show in like a tux accepting an award, and then she responded with like a golden star and said, "You try."
Oh,
Yo.
No, I'm definitely sure if I go back through like all my Twitter, I definitely got some war stories in there. If I go through my old DMs.
Facts.
Okay,
wait, hold on. I wanted Mo to say like, so it's just been all wins for you with
no.
sliding, diving into your DMs.
No. Definitely, I cannot think of one in particular that was just like that you did not go well. Like, I mean, not all of them been successful, but I'm saying I can't think of one that was just like the gold star. You tried. I feel like there was something that like I remember back in the day where some girl really like, I don't remember, but yeah, I have to go through my old DMs or something, bro. I remember the craziest way I got curved in real life, bro. I remember I was at Atlantic Station, and then I was with some of my homeboys, and then like they was like, yo, they was like, hey Mo, hey, talk to that girl. They was like being loud, and the girl was like in front of us. They was like, yeah, bro, like, hey, go holler at that girl, blah blah. And I was just like, and like, I was a little like, damn, bro, you doing a lot. And then yeah, Shorty didn't even turn around and said, no, Mo, do not holler at me. And I was like, damn, all right.
Oh man,
I remember that story, but it's crazy hearing it all over again because like not even turning around is insane, and knowing that they was talking about her is crazier, bro.
Yeah, that one hurt. I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah, I was out of the game for a little minute after that one.
I remember DMing a girl. I think I might have been like fresh out of high school. We went to high school with this girl too. I remember DMing her and like shooting my shot or whatever, and like, you know what I mean. I just remember her replying, "Are you serious?" And that was worse than if she had just said no. I would have preferred she was just been like, "Nah, I'm good." Like then to ask me a rhetorical question. Right. That was a learning experience right there.
Nah, that's crazy. Are you serious?
Are you serious? That was a new one. As you can see, because we graduated a long time ago, and I still remember that. So you know that one stuck with me right there.
Right. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. There was somebody we went to high school with after the high school reunion. She didn't go, and then like I reached out, I was like, "Yeah, why was you there?" You should have pulled up. She was talking about, man, I don't really rock with people like that no more. This and the other. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, but how you been though? Left me on red.
How you been though?
Yeah, because she saw the play in motion.
Oh, so there was a plan. Okay, I thought you was just being nice. I got it.
Missed you at the reunion.
Right.
She said it was.
Yeah.
I should have went. I regret not going. I had to work, but I could. I probably should have called off.
So I ended up scrolling back in my DMs all the way back to like 2013, 2014. And some of this stuff is horrific, bro.
Oh man.
I would have just what you call I would have curved me too back then.
Mm.
I done
But
curved.
that's
I done DM'd Zendaya's dad, sending
that's
him
crazy.
SoundCloud links,
So,
talking about be blessed, bro.
Yo,
I'm trying to find this other one. But yeah. I'll keep going in the meantime.
man, Jelani, I had we went to the high school reunion, bro. I saw my middle school and high school crush. Well, more middle school, bro. Rashad know who it is, and yeah, bro. It was a moment, bro, because I was like, I do not feel the same about you no more. It was like you was always like up here in my eyes, and then I saw you, and it's just like, I don't know. It was like I don't even know how to describe it. It was just kind of like you were.
It took me a minute, but once I got it, man. Oh man. Okay.
But Rashad was making fun of it because he knew that like he was making jokes about it the whole night. But yeah, it was just a moment though where I realized I was just like, I was still hit, but like it's not the same though, you know? It's like I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm at a point in my life like all the girls that we went to high school with is just kind of like y'all are just regular chicks now, you know? It's just like it's like any girl that you ever wanted that like you couldn't get like back then, like it's just like they all pretty much irregular except for you know the GOAT. We're not. So I'm avoiding names right now. But
Nah, you can't the girl you talking about. You can't say she.
You know, it's crazy.
Now. You can't.
You don't
say
even have to
she's
say her
regular.
name. I know exactly what you're talking about as far as
You
the
can't
Jordan
say
of
she's.
her.
She's
No,
still. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no, so like yeah, my former crush is still cute, and
yeah.
I'm like she's still like yeah. As I said, I was still like hit, but it's just like I would never pursue a relationship with her. Like I think that's where it's just kind of like that's where the crush kind of leaves, you know, where it's just kind of like you're a very cute girl and it's like, you know, given the opportunity, like I'll definitely link with you, but it's like I would like I'm back in the day, I used to send Rashad like, bruh, like look at Shorty, you know, like man, maybe she need me to play stepdaddy. You know, like
it's real
but
life.
yeah, you feel me? I was ready for love, man, you know. But you know.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna cap to you. There's still probably like a lot of the women we went to high school with age very well. Like I ain't gonna sit up here like there's still like there's like 8 to 10. Like when I get to the bag eventually, yeah, I'm definitely circling back around. It's just right now we in the metamorphosis phase, you know what I mean? They're getting to the bag, but once the bag is here, some messages will be sent.
Facts. Right. You know, man. So, you know, I was working at Nobu for a little bit, man. Like I worked there for probably about a year and a half, almost 2 years. And so I saw like a few of our like former classmates come in. One in particular came in that so she used to hoop and now she bad as hell. She was a very cute girl. Like she was bad back in high school, but then like she grew
high
up.
School pick, she was even bad then.
Yeah, but like now it's like a goddamn. Yeah, but so she came in with her dude, and like she live out of state now, and so she came in like I guess there was like they had their anniversary or some shit, and like I had served them, and it was crazy. Like I didn't know who that was until I got to the table, and I was like, "Oh crap! Like, hey, what's up?" You know. So we saw each other. You know, I showed them some love and stuff, but then it was like their date got. I could tell it was kind of awkward because they were like, it seemed like they was arguing about something. So like I went to the table. It was just kind of weird. But then at the end, Buddy, like, bro, this literally has never happened at any other table I ever served, bro. No other table. I went to go so Buddy can pay. He paid, but for some reason, it only took part of the payment. So like, you know, I'm thinking everything done. And then like, so it's like, but then I have to go back because then I see only part of the payment is done. So now I come back, I'm like, damn, my bad, bro. Yeah, like only blah 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 went through, you know? And usually that means you only got so much money on your account. But I know that's not what it meant. Like, because it's just like, I don't know, it's just if you don't have the money, it's just wouldn't take it in general, you know? So I'm like, dang. So like, you know, it was the awkward thing. Then he goes, 'Cause I got them some free stuff. He was like, man, it was probably because of that blah 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 that you left on there. I was like, oh, hold on, bruh. Like, you should have just said so. Like, that was an accident. But now you want to, like, now you want to catch an attitude. And so, it was just like a whole little thing. It was just so awkward. And then so I had already said bye. Then had to come back and do that. Then after all that was done, I literally didn't even say bye no more. I was just like, all right, y'all be easy. And then just walked away. It was awkward as hell.
Did he give you his card to he give like another card to pay for it, or like?
No, he didn't need to give me another card. It was like he just paid for the rest on that same card. But I said it was a system issue on our end.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it was literally, it never happened to any other table. Like I've never, like my managers and everybody was just kind of like, we don't know what just happened with that. But yeah, it was awkward. It was just so awkward. I was like, dang. I had a girl that was a grade higher than us, that came in with her dude, and I was serving them. And it was like, she's so weird because it's like I've seen her out so many times. And then so when I saw her, it's like we made eye contact. And it was kind of clear that we knew each other, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. But then her dude said something because he could feel the energy of us knowing each other and like neither one of us saying that. So he goes, yo, did you go to Marietta? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, she went to Marietta. I was like, oh, really? Oh, what's your name? Yeah, bruh. She was like, oh, I'm blah blah blah. I was like, oh yeah, nice to meet you. Blah blah blah. Mind you, I saw her probably like 2 months before that, like at like a little picnic or some shit. But yeah, but it was just so awkward. But you know, it's interesting. I've heard stories about this particular girl, how she done cheated on Buddy like hella, and so
Wow.
he probably just, you know, just like, hey, like, you know, I'm gonna just clear the air because I'm sure I'm not the first person they done ran into that she's to mess with, you know, like we never mess. I never mess with her, but I'm saying like, you know, it's just like that awkwardness of like, yeah, I know you. I mean, like we clearly know each other, but we're not gonna say that we know each other because you're here on a date, you know?
Yeah. I actually had a young lady. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. That told me she saw you at your job when you was working over at There Noble.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Did she say she had a good time?
I listen, man. I ain't asked no questions, bro. She was just like, she saw you. I said, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, I didn't want to know what else was going on.
Of her dinner.
You said what?
I didn't see her till the very end of her dinner. Like,
for real?
I think she had already paid and everything. And I was just like, then I was like walking by because it wasn't my table. I was just like walking by and I looked. I was like, "Is that blah blah?" And I was like, "Oh crap!" And I walked over. What's up?
Yeah. So, shout out to the homie.
Yeah. Is that the on and off girl?
Listen, man, you know, it's a beautiful day outside, you know. It's nighttime, but it's a beautiful day, you know.
I got so I've been watching, speaking of like looking for love and stuff, I've been watching what was it? Could Have Been Love, you know, Drewski's show and stuff like that. And I had a question for y'all. Like, do y'all think I'll say stems just to be safe for YouTube, but do y'all think stems like they can only look at, or you know, in a romantic way, girly girls, like feminine women, or if they look at another stem, they'll look at it like, oh no, I can't do that, that's gay?
Shoot, I mean, I think it's kind of like, I think it's more of the latter. Like, I think they look at it as like, yeah, like if it's another masculine woman, is it kind of like, I might as well just be dating a dude at that point.
I ain't on none of that gay stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen two masculine women together like that. Personally, I've seen two feminine women, but two, yeah.
Well, I want to say, like, one, I agree with you on the point that I have never seen two, we're going to say stems to be politically correct, never seen two of those together. I've also never seen an Asian stem, and I was just thinking about that. I don't know. Like, there was always that conspiracy that it's not like a real conspiracy, but like I heard a conspiracy that Asian people don't die because nobody's ever seen like an Asian funeral. So now I'm wondering, like, do Asian masculine lesbians exist? Is that a thing?
Aquafina don't count.
Is she a lesbian or a STEM? Well, I don't know what term we're using right now.
I'm sorry, Aquafina. First of all, yeah, I mean for you, Cassette. Let me see, Aquafina. But I feel like, yeah, Aquafina has worn the dress way too many times. I just remember when she was like rapping, she used to wear the snapbacks.
She used to she used to have like a whole like interview. That's how I discovered her before she's in the movies and stuff. She used to have like a whole interview series on YouTube where she would like interview people or whatever. But she used to have her black scent or whatever, and she stopped using it.
Well, I thought she was the girl in Mr. and Mrs. Smith at first.
That's crazy. That's
crazy, man. But no, I guess I had just like revisionist history. I thought she used to wear like snapbacks with the glasses, but it turned out
she got all that stuff like wiped off the internet back when she used to talk. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I was like that's one like kind of tomboyish Asian woman that I can remember. Yeah. I don't know. To go.
I didn't mean to throw that conversation off.
No. You guys can decide to stay here if you want to. If you don't, that's cool. Why do you think it's that? why do you why do you think it's that way? Why don't you think you've ever seen a masculine stem with a feminine woman?
I mean, with a masculine woman?
Yeah. Why is it always a masculine?
I mean, you gotta think, like, if you're a woman, like, and you are a STEM, you know what I mean? That's just a hilarious word. I'm sorry. If you are, you know what I mean, of that variety, you are attracted to like more masculine, like, you might as well just be with dudes at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really.
For the women though, right? I mean, hold on, they're all women. They're both women. But
yeah.
If I'm more feminine, right? Why would I be attracted to a more masculine presenting woman?
Well, and then it's like, you know, if you really want to get deep into it, you know, if they both got straps, you feel me? Like, if you want to keep it a buck,
Two guns up.
Yeah, it's like, what, you know, because a lot of stems, they, you know, they like, nah, I don't do that. You know, I don't like, you know, you ain't finna bring the strap on to me, and then, you know. So I think that's kind of why. You feel me? Like, yeah, because you know them stems. They
but
really,
no. Like I say, it kind of makes sense for the stem, but for the feminine woman, and then it don't really make sense to me.
What you mean?
We're towing a line right now.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
but could have been.
Disclaimer: we three straight men. We three straight men right now having this conversation. So we don't know. Well, first of all, we don't know what we talking about. First of all, we need that disclaimer out here because
that's the beautiful thing about it.
And people be like, "Oh, you didn't have that." I'll say it. We three straight men right now. We don't know what we talking about. Okay, so. Oh, go ahead, Mo.
Oh, I mean, I was just finna get into the could have been love show. I was like, you know.
Let's talk about the content.
It's just a question I had because it's like, if you were a woman, like, that'll be a good. We should bring on a woman guest and then just ask them these questions. Like, why do you want to be with a masculine woman versus just a man? or a masculine presenting woman instead of just a man?
That's a crazy question.
So
Crazy.
yeah, man, the show is pretty good so far. You know what I mean? Like
It's a crazy question.
what was it? It was like I'm trying to think of like my favorite. Oh, when Drewski kissed one of them.
Yeah,
He kissed one of
switcheroo.
the in the last episode. She bad, bro.
Right.
But this I just watched. I was catching up the whole weekend on all 3 episodes that are out right now. Yeah, but the one he kissed is bad. I feel like he's gonna like eliminate her at some point just for the sake of comedic effect and choose
Facts.
someone kind of like outrageous. But I wish he would. He seems like he really likes her.
Yeah, her name Tyler something. I saw her IG earlier.
You been on it, huh?
Nah, I ain't been on it, but he posted a picture and then I looked in the comments and somebody was like, switcheroo so bad. And then as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, somebody about to post it. So I saw her page. She you know, it's interesting. Her page, like how they say, like, you know, all on the show, like, you know, she be dressing all masculine and stuff. Her page ain't nothing like that.
Well, what's her name? You remember her name?
Tyler something, Tylar something. So you might be able to find if you just type in just the first name. But yeah, but I feel you though. That's why I was thinking the same thing. I was like, realistically, like he.
I know this girl.
Oh,
I know this girl. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's
how you know her?
No, I was just about to ask, how do you know her?
I seen her and I met her at a Revolt event. It was like an event with like a lot of creators, and I was just talking to everybody. I actually brought this exact party up, like event up like a couple days ago on my channel, because I was talking about I don't know if y'all know Cleo. Like, this is deep in the social media trenches, so if y'all don't know, like, it's cool. This is a girl, Cleo. She's like a dark-skinned girl, and she would go in Walmart asking white people like who their favorite black person of all time is.
I seen that, yeah.
So she was there, and she was sitting down on the couch in like a corner, and I came up to her because I was like, she looked familiar, and I was like, oh, it's that girl. And I came up to her, I was like, yo, hey, how you doing? My name's Rashad. Woo-da-woo. I really like your content. It's good stuff. And she was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, all right, that was kind of weird. Because everybody else was like full conversation, everything like that. Like, it's a networking type of event. So I'm like, all right, that was weird. So anyways, I met Tyler McKenzie. I met her earlier. No, I met her at some point that night. And we had a good conversation. And then she gave me her email. And then I was like, let's do an interview because she had a good following and stuff like that. But I never followed up with her to do the interview and said it. No, I did when we first left, like the next day, but we never got it set up because she was busy that week. And then I just never followed up, you know, because time goes on, you move on and stuff in life. But yeah, I had a tab of her name pulled up in my phone for like 6 months trying to get something done with her schedule. So yeah, I know Tyler. She's not a lesbian.
Yeah.
Wait, so I haven't watched the Drewski show yet. So I just keep seeing these clips of like him like flirting with studs or whatever. Or excuse me, stimulus if we're using a proper term. I don't know if that's the correct term or whatever.
No, I think STEM is like the safe way to say it on like YouTube and stuff like that.
Okay, got you. Yeah, we want to keep that monetization. Yeah, so I guess I got to tap into his STEM love triangle.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up her page right now so everybody can see it.
Yeah, it's
right. She changed her name to Switcheroo. Oh my gosh! But yeah, I know this girl. That's crazy. That is crazy because I've been watching the show. And I've been like, she bad. She the baddest one. Drewski, don't mess this up. But I did not know this was Tyler, bro. But yeah, I shouldn't be surprised because these is all Atlanta girls. Like the house is in Atlanta. It's all Atlanta girls. I wonder how many followers. She already had 100,000. What you was about to say, Mo?
I'm about to say when they went to the club, they was at Sovereign Suites.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was just like, that Sovereign Suites is just such a, I don't know. It's it's just so small. I'm like, why would y'all pick to go there? But they probably just rented it out for the night, honestly.
Yeah, I was about to say he probably did some where he could get could lay low because he probably didn't want to spoil the show, because like you said, you probably gonna have to rent out a place, or else you'll have to get everybody to sign a little disclosure agreement to agree to be on camera and all that.
Right.
Oh, yo, I think I told Jelani this the last time I saw him, and I think I told you this, Mo, over the phone before, but the audience hasn't heard this. So one time I was at a Love and Hip Hop event, and it was in kind of like a little venue at Underground. So I'm there, and I'm not there for Love and Hip Hop. I'm there because the publicist pitched it to us, the media, as like an album release party for Erica Banks. So I said, okay, cool. So I go up to the event, whatever, and I'm just doing my job. What do you do your job? You hold the phone out, or you hold the camera out to everybody, and you just record what's going on so you can get content. Get some people saying, yo, what's up? All that, right? So that's what I'm doing. But it ain't really much popping in there. Like, it's not many celebrities, anything like that. So I'm just getting what I can get. So I got Erica Banks. Okay, I got her. And then Rollo came in. I said, oh, snap. Rollo just came out at this point. I'm like, oh, bro, what's good? He's like, well, good. And I was like, can I get an interview? He pointed me to his mans. I got his contact and stuff like that. Rollo people end up saying, yeah, we charge $12K for interviews. That's what we've been getting for the interview, which is insane. But it's starting to heat up. More and more celebrities starting to come in. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have something to work with so I can go home, because at this point I was ready to go home. It was midnight. So I walk around, Saucy Santana. I said, oh, snap, Saucy here. I interviewed Saucy before, met his manager, like cool people, everything like that. Saucy Santana name is also Rashad, by the way. So when I introduced myself, he said, oh, Rashad, that's my name. And like, we always got that. My dog Saucy. We always got that, you know what I'm saying? That twin. But anyways, so I walk around and I record Saucy Santana, and the lady like, and she said, and I said, what? She said, go to him. And then so I went to him. Well, he walked me out that establishment. I said, what's going on? He said, she told you not to record, and you recorded anyway. He said, go to your photos. I went to my photos. He made me delete it. It had to go to recently deleted and delete it too. He said, stand out here real quick. So I'm standing out for about 15 minutes. I talked to the security guard outside. I said, he ain't coming back, is he? He said, nah. I said, bro, I just got kicked out for doing my job, and I legit got kicked out on the set of Love and Hip Hop for an event I didn't even know was a Love and Hip Hop event. But yeah, they play, I say all that to say, they take that stuff very seriously with the embargoes before shows come out and everything like that. So that's probably why Drewski went to such a small venue.
Yo, there's like so much to dissect that just happened there. Like one, you and Saucy Santana having the same name is like, it's crazy how the universe works. Number two, like what do they? I mean, I get like you want to keep the show private or whatever, but like it's Love and Hip Hop in 2025. Like this is not, you know what I mean? This is not like a secret like Marvel movie or something like that where like you got to worry about leaks. Like nobody's showing up to the Love and Hip Hop set to try to leak anything that's, any bottles being thrown or anything like that.
Bro, I promise you, bro. With them like reality TV shows, I'm so out of the loop, bro. So like, if you invite me to cover something that has to do with because it was another one. I got stories, but I want to Mona Scott Lee. I think that's the producer.
Mona Scott Young.
Yeah. Shout out Mona Scott Lee. So she came in talking about a movie she produced or whatever a couple of weeks later, like literally weeks later. And so in the middle of the interview, I'm asking questions and I'm like, yo, Mona, I want to get this right on camera because da-da-da-da. I said, I got kicked off the set of Love and Hip Hop a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I wanted to know from you, the head honcho, am I good with Love and Hip Hop? And she said, I can tell you right now, you are good. With the setup, I said, all right, bet. She said, I ain't even hear about that. What happened? And then she said, oh no, that's crazy. I can't believe that happened. I'm so sorry. Woo to woo. So I got it straight with the head honcho. And then Erica's team, anyway, the next day, they emailed me and was like, Erica's so sorry. We are so sorry. We didn't mean it. If you want an interview with Erica or blah, 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 just let us know. You know, they tried their best to clean it up. But you can't take back kicking me out. Like, because that's embarrassment. That's public embarrassment. And you like, you made it that way. Like, you made a scene out of something.
Oh, they said made a scene.
Man, what?
That's whack.
And the man pushed me out. I said, what's going on? He said, just walk with me. Just walk with me. Man. I said, y'all kicking me out for doing my job, bro. I'm just trying to do my job. Crazy, man. Look, I tell you, the industry is flawed, bro. I'll say that.
You know, she used to be like Missy Elliott manager. I think she still is.
Mona Scott?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mona Scott, bro. The only real one affiliated with Love and Hip Hop and them jokers, man. I rock with Mona. But yeah, I did not know this was her. Anyway, Atlanta's too small, bro. The moral of the story is Atlanta's too small. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about? Anything like that? We almost an hour in.
I mean, shoot. What was y'all thoughts on the Super Bowl?
I mean, the game was ass. Oh, excuse me. Well, I didn't get cursed by this point. The game was ass, but the performance was I don't know if there's any angle I could cover that hasn't already been covered yet, but I will say that it's been interesting to see people like on the opposing side kind of saying how they kind of like trying to make it like, well, you know, the point of the Super Bowl is to do like the hits or whatever. But I don't understand, like the whole thing about hip hop is not necessarily doing what like the status quo is. Like the whole point of it is kind of to be rebellious, you know what I mean, go against the grain. So I think it was kind of dope that he used that stage and was performing songs off of like his most recent album cuts that white people in Missouri aren't going to know about, you know.
Right.
He started off Super Bowl with the unreleased.
Exactly.
When I said, oh man, I see what type of time he on already.
Yeah. No, you know, definitely like I think, you know, I think for me personally, like it's a few songs that I would have liked to hear that didn't need to be like the big hits, but like I would have definitely enjoyed to see him bring out like J-Rock or like Schoolboy Q, because like I think about it in the sense of like we'll never see those type of people on this stage, you know. It's like, and I think it's like, or I would have really enjoyed him bringing like some of those Cali artists that he has on that album and brought them out, you know. But at the same time, you know, it's like he had a good message behind it, so you know I rock with it. You know, he had overall it was a good performance, you know. So like you can't be mad at it. I think him doing Euphoria was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Euphoria was crazy. I was like, he's a sicko for that.
Yeah, and at that point it was just kind of like, I, as a Kendrick fan, like, cause I'm a fan of both. Like, of course, I'm more of a Drake fan, to be honest, but I'm a fan of both. But I was like, when you did Euphoria, I'm like, we didn't need that. Like, I don't like, cause to me, it's just like, you really, and then just even like the sneak peek onto They Not Like Me to Not Like Us. I didn't want the performance to be like that, to be the highlight of the performance.
But
I mean,
Drake made it that way.
I mean, it's like he sued and everything, and then like I don't know if y'all saw, he just got the settlement with iHeartRadio or iHeartMedia. So it's like I feel like, you know, there's some validation to what he's suing for, but at the same time, it's like I think it's like I would have liked Kendrick to just keep the focus on like I don't know. I just didn't want that to be the highlight. I'm like, bro, you're so much more than just this diss track, you know? And like, that's like, you know, like teasing it a couple times. And then, you know, it's like, but I guess inevitably that was going to be the highlight, you know? But to me, it's like, it wouldn't have been the highlight for me because it's like, you have so many songs that have such a deeper meaning, and you know that where you talking about something so much better than you know, just talking about, you know, another man being a pedophile, you know. So that's why, like, I would have liked that, but you know, it's like, it's what it is. But overall, it was a good performance. So
The it was ironic. He said that you can't fake influence when he was talking about the whole numbers claim and stuff like that, because
yeah,
it's because that moment ended up becoming like the meme and like the dance trend on social media and stuff like that. And it was like he's really showing in real time that you can't have fake influence. Like you got people in Africa doing like the dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun,
yeah.
you know, they're doing the little dance, the little step, you know, so they doing that at weddings and stuff like that. So um, but once again, it's Drake shooting himself in the foot.
but as I said, it's like
Drake
if he
doing
has
the whole
valid,
thing on with the Taylor Swift freestyle. Oh, drop, please, Kendrick, drop. There would have been no Not Like Us. It would have been probably Euphoria, 616, and maybe another track. But because he talked and used the pop voice and begged Kendrick to drop, he said, "You better not speak on Pop, better not speak on Serena," and gave him the West Coast beat and the West Coast flow and the West Coast banger and the West Coast. That's the only reason why we have Not Like Us. Second, the only reason why he hyped up Not Like Us at the Super Bowl, and it was a big deal, is because when Drake sued, everybody's like, "Oh, is he suing so he can't perform this at the Super Bowl?" This was the biggest question until about the week of, because at the week of, I think everybody pretty much accepted it after the Grammys when everybody Taylor Swift dancing into it at the Grammys. Everybody knew he was going to perform that Super Bowl at that point. But the week of, anyways, everybody, is he going to perform it? Is he going to do it? Is he going to say Drake's name? So that's why he made a big deal of it. And him making it such a big deal of it made another viral moment, and it made Not Like Us relevant again for another month, nearly a year after it came out. So it's like, to me, I'm looking at this as like, none of this stuff would have gotten as far as it did if anyone says that Kendrick milked it or blah, 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 blah. None of it would have gotten that far if Drake's ego just would have been like, you got it.
no,
He
but I mean the
kept on.
suing.
Yeah.
But I mean, the suing thing is about him. Everybody keeps talking about it's like he's suing because he lost a rap beef. It's like, now he's suing because it's like UMG like used payola to make this, to perpetuate Kendrick to go big, to the situation be bigger, and for to make sure Kendrick wins. And then with that goes into their contract negotiations that they're having when he's in the active negotiation with them right now. And it's just like, if your label can sit there and bring you down, and it's like, all right, so now you're gonna want X, Y, and Z, but now like we done brought you down, you can't ask for that now. And it's just like, because realistically, Drake had been so big for so long, it's like he was going to ask for astronomical numbers. Like he was probably going to be like, I want all my catalog, it's so much stuff that he probably would have asked for realistically. But it's just like, with that, like that's what the whole suit is about. You know, it's just like, it's not just about him losing because he even puts that in the suit. He said it's not about him just losing the beef, it's about like we're in the middle of contract negotiations. And then like y'all even told me like this is kind of going to affect that, you know? So I don't know. That's why I look at it in that sense. It's like, I get him. It's like, you know, it's not the hip hop thing to do to go and sue, but it's just like at the same time, like nobody else is that big to where they can like have that type of influence. And it's just like, as I said, like if we're gonna see how it all plays out, and then it's like if he wins this lawsuit, what are y'all gonna say then? You know, it's just like, is he shooting himself in the foot then? Is he sitting there like, is he just mad at that point? It's like, nah. It's like, I don't know. And that's why I say, like, with the first step of him with iHeart Media, it's like them pretty much accepting the fact, saying that, like, yeah, we got payola from UMG to push Not Like Us in an illegal way. So it's just like, if that's already was in motion, it's just kind of like, I don't know. That's why I guess to me it's just like, I get it, you know, it's not the hip hop thing to do, but at the same time, it's just like, I feel like if he wins the lawsuit, then what do we say then? It's like, you still shouldn't have sued. he shouldn't go get his money. I don't know.
Yes. Yes, that is what we should say.
Nah,
Yes.
nah. I want all mine. I don't know. I guess that's how I feel. Like, it's just like, because at the end of the day, it's like y'all gonna hate on him regardless. So why not go get everything that's meant for you?
Because you're suing in a rap battle and the lawsuit talking about, he said he is not from the culture. He said you never wore FUBU when you grew up. This is insinuating that Drake isn't a
It's not about. It's not about.
That is what that is literally what the lawsuit says.
No, the lawsuit. Yeah, he brings that point in, but he's also saying they're saying that stuff you perpetuated it and they made it bigger than what it naturally would have been, so that it can go into our contract negotiations. That's literally what the suit says, bro. So that's what I'm saying. If it's about the contract negotiations, that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's not just because I lost and it's like I'm just mad because I lost. It's like, yo, like y'all, my label went against me and tried to make sure I lose so that I don't have the same leverage that I had before.
You probably shouldn't get into a rap battle when you wanted to go into renegotiations with your label then.
I mean, like at that point though, it's like Kendrick is the one who first came out with the
Drake is the first person to take offense to Control in 2013.
Oh, bruh, it's like that. What does that have to do with Kendrick?
That is the only reason why this is even a thing. Drake is the only one.
But he's not the first one. But everybody got offense to it. What are you talking about? Literally, everybody made tracks back to him, bro. There was so many people offended by that. Like, let's not like act like Drake was the only one who responded to that.
Who held on to it until 2024.
No, what he held on to is like him saying like, "Yo, I'm bigger than you. I am the better artist. I feel I'm the better artist. I feel I'm bigger than you. I'm the biggest in the game." And then Kendrick is like, "Nah, I don't feel you are." It's like it's a competition going on between us. And so then he went in there and was just like, "You know what? I'm ready to go in for a beef." Like
because of what J. Cole said on whose song?
Because of he was bruh. So and that's that little thing. There's a big three, like.
But they reached out to Kendrick to be on the song, to have the big three on the song, and Kendrick said, "What? You know me and Drake don't rock like that." So what Kendrick said? He said, "It was crazy when I got that phone call because you know we got problems."
But I'm just like, I guess I feel you, bro. Like, yeah, they clearly had problems, and then like that was him trying to extend the olive branch to some extent. But it's just like, and maybe Kendrick was just like, bro, this ain't how you do it. And then so from there, it's like I'm finna go diss you, and I'm going to try and ruin your whole career. But it's just like, as I said, like it being pushed like in a illegal and not natural way. At that point, is like that's what the issue was. It's not the fact that he made the song; it's the fact that of how it got pushed.
But Mo, how did Drake even get that big to have that much power in the first place?
I get his label, I guess.
So songs like Kiki, Do You Love Me? All them songs, all them years been illegally pushed. Illegal machine, the same illegal machine they used to push Not Like Us. That's all you hearing stuck in your head. You ain't had no choice. They did that for you, and that's what everybody else is saying to Drake. So it's like, oh, don't pull that card out now because it went against you. Go ahead, Jelani.
I mean, if somebody can prove it, like he got proof of his. I'm just saying, like my boy got proof of his, so that's why he took it in a lawsuit.
There's someone posted it. It's like a whole thing of like Drake Day when Drake dropped a Scorpion. And it's like the whole Scorpion, and it's like the whole thing is like Drake.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean that's just like when this last album just came out. Like the boy make good music, and it's just like people gonna want to listen. It's like this is without promo. He still went number one.
I just want to say that the way that the Kendrick and Drake beef should end, they should both appear on Judge Mathis. They should oppose each other, settle their legal differences.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when the album came out. Yeah, he was like on the country cover and like the good thing for Drake though is that like it's really at this point it's pretty much over. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of really honestly Drake kind of extended himself by suing, like, because really music wise it's over with. Like, I don't think Kendrick putting out no more disses.
People moved on to Dolce and Tyler, the Creator, at that point.
What you mean?
I'm saying in rap music, people was over the beef. Like, you thought about it every now and again. You was like, dang, that's crazy. That weekend really happened. But you weren't really thinking about it. Like, people moved on, bro.
But I'm just like, I guess like for real, bro. Like, take Drake out of the equation. If there's a person, think about it's you, bro. Like, if you are in contract negotiations with your job right now, let's say like right now with where you work, you're in contract negotiations and you're projected to make maybe let's say 200,000 like a year, and then but they're like, you have the leverage for it because it's like, yo, I'm popping, I'm writing all these stories, like I got the leverage, and then they're like, yeah, you do, but we want to keep you, but we don't want to give you that money. So what we're going to do is we're going to defame you. We're going to actively defame you. And then from there, it's just like, well, dang, now I don't have the leverage. And now I know I deserve 200K, but now I can only get 100K.
If I'm negotiating for 200K, I'm not getting on here and slandering Gail Benson. I'm not getting on here slandering Zion Williamson. I'm not getting on here even slandering the Aints. I'm not getting on the internet and doing that when I'm in negotiation. If I know I got business going, I'm not doing something for the sake of the sport. Drake let his ego get in the way when he had big business on the table. Now he's got to eat his cake. It just is what it is.
I mean, but it's like you're saying, like, you're not slandering people of the city, but I'm like, bro, like, yeah, Kendrick and him are technically on the same label, but it's just like he didn't diss the label in that. He didn't say nothing about his label. It was just all him and Kendrick. But the label was like,
it was the first diss song that he put out.
What did he say?
What's your splits? Drop and give top 50.
Yeah, bro. Kendrick's not under Top Dog isn't UMG. It's like Kendrick's new label is UMG.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And he was saying a top off of Top Dog was saying because of his splits with Top Dog that had nothing to do with UMG. So that's what I'm saying.
Let's speak on percentage.
But I mean, yeah, the percentages that he was talking about. It's like it had nothing to do with UMG. So why would UMG feel any type of way about that?
Let me think. Hold on now. It was, to me, Drake went first with the numbers and with the business and with the label splits and all that money, right? And it's like, Drake, if you know you got this situation going, and then Kanye comes out, and Kanye is like, yeah, Lucien is your daddy. You got to do all this. You got to do all that. Before all the negotiation stuff went public, Drake dropped 100 gigs on your head top. And they said, no. And he had to release all them unreleased songs officially the next day, proving Kanye's point, Lucien is your daddy. Now, all of a sudden, Lucien. Man, Lucien was your best friend just a week ago. What happened?
Nah, there was already problems. That's why he did 100 gigs. That's why he dropped all that stuff. That could have been a documentary. That could have been a fire documentary, bro. That could have been on like Apple TV or something. Like, but he was like, nah, I'm finna just drop this because it's like I'm going to show you like y'all don't have control over me. Like, there's a reason he dropped all this out of nowhere. It wasn't like, and then that was like they was already having issues with him within his label. So that's why he dropped 100 gigs. It was just like it was kind of like a F y'all, you know? But hey, I want to say real quick, craziest moment during the rap beef when Kanye dropped on the when he came out. What was the name of the song that Kendrick was on?
It was like he did a remix, but he like reconstructed the whole song and to make it sound like Carnival.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
it
a
was
like
it was
that. Yeah.
the first joint
Like
that,
that,
yeah.
like that. I knew it was somewhat like.
Yeah, he said, your daughter got you.
Right.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't even really want to, like, I feel like that was part of the reason why we became friends in high school was our love of, he was Kanye back then, he's Ye now, but like our love of Kanye at the time. And I mean, he'll always have a place in my heart because I grew up on his music or whatever, but like, I definitely kind of just got to like turn a blind eye, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
Bro gave me a pair of Yeezys. He good in my book,
he
but
gave you a pair of Yeezys?
yes,
I don't think you ever told me this.
I definitely have. It's one of the stories that I tell way too much.
How did when? Yeah, I mean, if you want to like just quickly retell it real quick.
Quick summary. I'll try to do it in 15 seconds.
All right.
Black media little get together where Kanye and Jason Lee hosted all the black media like across the country.
Okay.
And so I was there. And then after, they asked us all what our shoe sizes were and our addresses. Kanye sent each and every single one of us that went to that brunch pair of Yeezys.
You've lived a life, my boy. You've been sent Yeezys and kicked off the Love and Hip Hop set.
And another one. One of my favorite ones. I seen Judge Mathis in the club. You brought up Judge Mathis. I seen Judge
Mathis. Know Judge Mathis.
That was crazy.
Wait, was this where you live at now, or when you were still living here?
This is in New Orleans, yeah. Super Bowl. When Dolce was performing at a club, and I was there, and like everybody was there, and that's kind of expected, you know, because Dolce's like hot right now and stuff like that. But when I seen Judge Mathis, bro,
seeing Judge Mathis in the club was crazy.
In a suit, I went like this. He said, "Good to see you, young man."
Oh, that's dope.
So look, seeing Judge Mathis is one thing. Judge Mathis being brought out is crazy. Like it's like, and we, hey, I know we got Judge Mathis in up here.
Yeah, that would have made my life if I heard the DJ shout him out. I left at like 1:30 because there was more people. Like T-Pain performed later that night, and then Janelle Monáe wasn't even on the bill. She was just at the club, and I guess apparently she like just grabbed the microphone and started performing herself later in the night at like 2, 3. Boy, I was out of there. My coworker had to tell me whatever. But yeah. The crazy night. I can't stay up. See, I want to get like really involved with the culture here since I just moved here, and I want to go to the shows and everything. Like there was like a show last night with 504 Icy Girl. Shout out 504 Icy Girl. She was one of the first people to welcome me to the city and stuff like that. And shout out Only Heaven. I'm listening to her now. I just started listening to her tonight. These are just New Orleans artists that's popping and stuff like that. D1 is always salute, double salute, threes up. Rob 49, shout out Rob 49 as always. Anyways, so 504 Icy Girl had a show last night. I wanted to go to it, but it was like from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Bro, at 10 p.m., I am knocked out, dude. Like, because I'm still on East Coast time. Like, my body's still on East Coast time, and I want to keep it that way so I could wake up early in the morning and get stuff done before work. So, I don't know. I just can't. That late stuff is not in me no more.
Nah, I feel that.
9 p.m. to 4 a.m. is crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate waking up at 12 p.m. Go ahead, Jelani.
No, I was just saying, like you said, the concert hours was 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. That's a crazy range of hours right there.
Mardi Gras season, bro.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
But still, like, no. Like, why can't we do something? Like, Tyler, Creator, was talking about this. He said he wished that he could perform at Flog Gnaw in the middle of the day. So at night, he can watch somebody, go home, and go to sleep because he's tired at night. And I'm like, it's your festival. Why don't you just schedule yourself to go earlier in the day?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to do that moving forward, but it's probably a chance he will. But it's just like, yeah, why does stuff have to be at night, so late at night? Like, it doesn't have to be that way.
Facts.
We sound so old right now. It's true though. You spit facts. We do sound super old though.
But I think at the other end of it, like when you think of festivals, I think festival concerts, they're outside. They do look better, just like visually at night. Like, cause it's like you can see all the lights on stage.
Yeah.
It just looks better. So when it's like when you want to have the biggest acts want to come on when the sun goes down, now you're talking about, oh, we not really getting started until 7 p.m. I'm not doing that, bro. If it's 7 p.m. and that's the fourth biggest artist, say you got give me an artist like Corday. Oh, we gonna have Corday come on at 7 p.m. Daniel Caesar come on at 8 p.m. I'm trying to think of an artist bigger than that. Maybe Lil Baby at 9 p.m. Gunna at 10 p.m. And then like Lil Yachty I'm not doing that. I'm not waiting until 1 a.m. to see the artist I wanted to see. I'm not doing that, bro.
Right.
So they got to do something about that. I don't know what the solution is. It's probably just going to have to be artists got to swallow their pride and perform when the sun's still up.
Right.
I'm willing to start the petition. Start when the sun come up, bro, because I'm not doing this overnight sleepover. You know, this every festival can't be Coachella. What's the one? Bonnaroo in Tennessee, where you can sleep in the tents. Right. Every festival can't be that, bro. Just give me something during the day, bro. Let me go on about my day.
Yeah, we gotta start our own festival.
Right. The 1 a.m. fest.
1 a.m. fest.
The 1 a.m. fest.
We locked in. I was gonna say it too.
Right. The thing about it is we calling it the 1 a.m. fest, but it's at 1 p.m.
Right.
But the way you gotta do it, you gotta bring in the heavy hitter to come on early. So say I get
Jaquan.
Shout out Jaquan. First of all, man. If you talking about Kiss Son or you talking about Jaquan Tipsy?
I'm talking about Jaquan Tipsy.
Okay.
Jadakiss. I mean, shout out to Jadakiss and his son. That would be a crazy festival.
Jadakiss son, bro, his takes be blowing me. I'm not gonna hold you. Pause. But anyways, beyond that, he can rap though. He can rap like his dad. But his takes be crazy. What I want to say. Okay, so say you get Jaquan at 1 p.m. Who you get at 1:30? Shabuzi?
Wait, does it have to be I was joking when I said Jaquan, obviously, but like, does it have to be a higher tier artist or something? So we just picking like our own.
Yeah. We're gonna construct the festival right here, live on the air. All right, so the first ever 1 a.m. fest. I think we can probably Shaw. We're gonna make Tony one of the headliners. Tony Snow is one of the headliners off top. It's gotta be.
Okay.
All right, so that's one. What time are we going to? So it's like 1 p.m. to what, like 6?
7.
7.
No. Scrap that. We going to 9.
An hour each. That's 8 people. That's a lot of. I guess we could just each do 1 or 2. We each do 2. We each do two people that we want at the festival.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna just say, I want to go for like someone I feel like I could realistically get. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's got to be someone who you legit think you can reach out to their team and book them.
Yeah, I can't say like Jay-Z or somebody like that. I feel like I could get T-Pain. I'm gonna go T-Pain. I like T-Pain will have a fire set, and I could get to T-Pain. He would have a fire set. I'm gonna pick a rapper, but it gotta be like a rapper that I would want to see. If we doing this in Atlanta, I'm gonna say OJ the Juice Man. Like just a quick like 5, 6, 7 songs. You know what I mean? Come out, play the hits. You know, like the make the trap say some of the Gucci Man collabs. Like I feel like that'd be fun.
That'd be hard.
That's my 2. What's your 2?
I say one would probably be Babyface Ray.
Okay. Bring the YNs out.
Yeah, turn it up.
And the YBs.
Right. And then, man, I'll probably want to bring like a different vibe, maybe some Morgan and Waylon, man.
Switch it up.
Which it bring the bring the white people in, man. Well, now they're gonna be there regardless. It's a festival.
Yeah, they love black music too.
Exactly.
So we got R&B cover, we got rap cover, we got country cover. That's like a good range right there.
Ooh, oh, okay, my bad.
Go ahead.
Actually, so man, either Morgan Wallen or Music Soul Child.
But do you think you can book music though?
I mean, can I book Morgan Wallen?
Oh, I'm tweaking. Morgan Wallen's a major artist. Like since he's like not rap, it like went over my head. Then I was like, he does stadiums.
I actually think he could book music. So I don't think Music Soul Child is that like unattainable. If he said like D'Angelo or somebody like that, I'd be like, no, he can't get to.
Hey, prayers up to D'Angelo losing his baby moms this weekend.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Angie Stein. Yeah. A dark ass episode.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I want to go the dude that sing "Forever's a long time," and I really want to spend it with you. Dun, 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 dun. I shine when you shine. There really no substitute forevermore. I want that dude on.
Do we know his name, or we just gonna have to Google?
No. I know his name. I know his name. Hold on.
I feel like I know this song, but it's.
You definitely know it's a neo soul, type of, what I'm saying. I shine when you shine.
Is that
really
Dwele, or is that Aaron?
Because he came by the office at my old job, and he did an interview for his new music, and I was like, "Yo, can you sing that song?" And he did it for us, and it was like awesome. He did it with a guitar.
I'm about to do some goals.
Forever's a really long time because I looked up Forevermore, and it's too many songs called too many songs that have that time, and I really want to spend it with you. Want to spend it with you. Anthony David, bro. I want Anthony David.
All right, okay, but let's say if we do book him, what is he? Is he gonna sing that on repeat? He got one.
All right, chill out. All right. So okay. All right. So I feel like me personally, I played a large part in Anicia and Caribou getting discovered by the masses. So I would say Anicia and Caribou, but I have to respect Tony because Tony is like home team. And without Tony, I probably wouldn't even known who Anicia and Caribou was for real, because I wouldn't have been plugged into that side of Atlanta Underground. So I'm going to say Tony, and then I'm going to go Anicia or Caribou. I'll probably go Cara. Tony and Cara.
Okay.
So the first annual 1 a.m. fest we got.
But that's 6. That's 6 artists. We got 2 artists left.
So
I throw out Larry June.
How are we gonna get Larry June?
We just gotta. I don't feel like these artists are that unattainable. If we had the money to get to set up a festival, like I don't think. When I think of unattainable, I think about like Adele, Taylor Swift, like somebody like that, where it's like it's no chance of me. We don't have enough money to pull that off. But hypothetically, I feel like you could get like a Larry June for.
Larry June would have been. Oh my bad. I didn't mean to be dark again. It would have been easier if Mako was still here.
It would have been easier if Mako was here. They don't talk.
Yeah, they was on bad terms. They was on bad terms.
Oh,
yeah.
They used to be. It's crazy, like Larry June's connections to the city of Atlanta, bro.
Nah, really facts. That's why he did that. Y'all know he just dropped a album.
2 Chainz, Alchemist.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
So 2 Chainz will be like your way to Larry June for real.
2 Chainz would be fire.
True.
So that's it. 2 Chainz and Larry June to close it out.
No. Larry June could be one of them. That could be one of them. If most pick, but I don't know. I feel like we have to have we gotta have like a wild card, like somebody wouldn't even see coming, like Avril Lavigne, somebody like that, like something's just just totally off the wall.
Ooh, Paramore would be hard.
Black people do love
Bro, Paramore costs money, bro.
Everybody costs money though. If we doing,
You're right. But like Paramore, I feel like they budget like the Jonas Brothers, bro.
Paramore will work.
Their budget is definitely higher than the Jonas Brothers.
See, and the Jonas Brothers budget probably crazy. Jonas Brothers probably charging. How much you think they charge? 300?
No, we could just have one brother.
Half all the songs.
I only remember like 2 Jonas Brothers songs. I remember Burning Up. I remember that one. And I think they had a song called Love Bug that was kind of cool or whatever.
Oh, Love Bug is hard.
I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of rocked the Love Bug back in the day.
No, Love Bug is hard, bro. That's how that might be my favorite Jonas Brothers song.
That probably is their best song. And that's out of the
Love
two.
Bug is hard, yeah. Love.
Do y'all remember the Naked Brothers band?
Bro,
Naked Brothers band got some hits. See, that's the thing I could do. I could do a different like Drewski. The way he did Coulda Fest last year, I thought was perfect. Like they said it was unorganized, and I looked at it and it looked a bit all over the place. But I like the idea he had of the lineup he had. Cause he just did like old school Atlanta. Like people, not to diss nobody, that was probably affordable, a little more on the affordable side and stuff like that, and just packed the whole night of everybody do their one hit. Like, so say if DJ Yellow was not in prison, he would have had DJ Yellow come out there and do, I ain't gonna let her. I think he probably had DJ Unk come out there, Long Live Unk. You know what I'm saying? Do a couple songs and stuff like that. But he had Dro come out. No, did he have Dro come out? I know he had Young Jock come out. But I think he had D4L come out. He had Rich Kids come out for sure. I remember that. They did the Rich Homie Quan tribute with DJ Pretty Boy Tank. So yeah, anyways, I say all that to say I think he did it the right way of like getting affordable type people and then just kind of packing out the night with a bunch of people that people will remember and stuff like that, their songs and stuff. But
True.
I would do like a childhood fest. That sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I would call it like what'd you call it? Like a nostalgia or
yeah,
not childhood fest.
Not childhood.
Childhood. But anyway, in that one, you got Jonas Brothers, Naked Brothers band. Who else you have in that lineup?
See, the thing is that I was like, I would watch the shows or whatever, but like I was kind of like my parents. I'm pretty sure it's the same for y'all too. Like I think all of our parents liked rap music, so like I was listening to rap from like when I think about like my childhood music years, a lot of the songs are not songs that I should have been listening to.
Big Time Rush.
Yeah, I think we was already in high school at that point. By the time
Hannah Montana.
She could
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, now that's another unattainable one right there.
Yeah, you're not getting.
Yeah. Well, because Miley Cyrus became so. But if she didn't become successful as Miley Cyrus, she was just if Hannah Montana is where she peaked, he definitely could have been able to book her. But I don't know though. You get Jonas Brothers and you can get Nick Jonas on the phone with Miley Cyrus, she would do it. I think he could talk her into it.
Possibly.
We could get the Boys in Motion from That's So Raven.
Oh, Boys in Motion would definitely do it. They ain't got no type of money coming in. They taking any type of booking. So we got Boys in Motion, Naked Brothers band, Big Time Rush, Jonas Brothers. Who else? Who else we said? Hannah Montana.
I feel like we good right there. I feel like we maybe like Lizzie McGuire or something like that.
Hillary Duff.
Yo, Hillary Duff a baddie, bro.
No, she is.
Yeah.
And I don't even really like white women like that, but she is. She's fine.
Y'all think we can get the cast of High School Musical?
Not Zac Efron, or probably Vanessa Hudgens be 'Cause I watch wrestling. Like she's super into wrestling. She be popping up at like events and things like that.
Is she with the She's still with the pitcher?
Yeah, the baseball player. Yeah.
Okay, cause I was thinking, I was like, dang, did she move on to like a wrestler? But I guess she's still with the pitcher.
Oh no, she like a real wrestling fan. Like she be posting about wrestling and stuff like that.
Shout out to Vanessa Hudgens for sure. If you know, you know.
We could get Corbin Blue.
Do you think we could book Keke Palmer?
No,
No.
maybe a few years ago. She's pretty popular.
Yeah, but she got a girl group that she been trying to get off the ground. That's how you get them.
Wait, as that she's a member of, or
Yeah,
they signed her.
started the girl group, and it's a trio, and so she like the lead, and she be pushing the girl group. I don't know, she ain't been pushing it as much lately because, like you said, like her career kind of took off again. But yeah, she been trying to get this girl group off the ground.
I see. I had no clue what it is, and I be seeing her on the timeline all the time. Why did I know about that?
Yeah.
SOB. Wow.
Diva girl.
Oh, that's what they call Diva Girl.
Yeah, Diva girl. Yeah, man. We could definitely book Diva Girl. This got 200,000 views, bro.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I guess that's what we want.
that's what we
All
go.
right, 1 a.m. fest. We got Diva Girl coming, Keke Palmer and Diva Girl. And then this is how you do it. This is what I learned. To book Anderson .Paak, you got to book Anderson .Paak under the DJ Elias. Because I assume that's cheaper than booking Anderson .Paak as the artist.
True.
But that ain't got nothing to do with our childhood. So Nostalgia Tour, you got to get Bow Wow. Pretty much the Millennial Tour for real. On the black side of things, Outkast was a part of my childhood, but that's definitely out the budget.
But I'm like kind of going back to what Jelani had said earlier about we listen to rap music, listen to songs we wasn't supposed to be listening to. But I remember I was probably like 4 or 5 years old, and my dad playing the DMX song on the car. We was on the way to North Carolina, and it was like me and my whole family in the car. And then the DMX song came on, and it was like, and I just remember it was like, but the pussy was good. And I remember I was like, Dad, what's pussy? And yeah, he was just like, son, it's something you'll learn about when you get older.
25 years later, here we are.
Right.
What was the first song, Jelani, that I guess you got in trouble for remembering? If you got in trouble for remembering any rap song?
Oh, I'm trying to remember the first song. I remember once I didn't necessarily get in trouble for it, but like I remember. So I had I was using LimeWire when I was like 10 years old. Like I already knew how to upload like my MP3 player, all that. So I remember I had an MP3 player in like 6th grade, and I had a Jeezy song on there called "I Do This." Y'all might have heard it before or whatever. But like for anybody listening to it, it's not super vulgar, but it's definitely not something a 10, 11-year-old should probably be listening to. And I remember she borrowed my MP3 player. She was like going walking or something like that. She just wanted some music to listen to. And she came home and she was like, that's an interesting song you got on your MP3 player right there. But she didn't, like, my mom used to buy me, like, I remember my mom buying like 50 Cent The Massacre when it came out. Like my parents liked rap music, so it wasn't really something I would get in trouble for too often.
Nah, I definitely got in a lot of trouble. My first album, yeah. Maurice already know. Won't know how my mom get, but
Right.
My first album that I ever got was a cassette tape of Lil Bow Wow, "Beware of the Dog." So shout out Bow
I
Wow.
had to see that.
Yeah, for sure. If you know, you know. With the Cleveland Browns jersey on,
Yeah.
dog to the chain. Anyways, I say that the first song I got in trouble for, I was 5 years old. It was Cisco, the Thong Song.
I had that album.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's the first song I got in. Second song I got in trouble for. I was 6 or 7, Afro Man, because I got high.
That's a yo. How did you even know that song? Well, actually, I can't even ask that because I knew a bunch of songs I shouldn't have known that too.
But it was a big hit.
It was.
You know, so it's like a song where it's like you hear it on the radio, you go to class in school, and they singing it on the playground in the classroom. Like it was one of them.
Yeah.
Bro, we was. I mean, cut you off, my bad, bro.
How you go? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, bro, we was like, I remember us being like 7, 8 years old, singing "From the Windows to the Wall," talking about ski, 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 ski. Not even knowing what that was, just singing a song because we just like they wasn't censoring that on the radio.
Right. But
That's it.
you know, I would say it's funny. I think back on like, you know, like I didn't really ever get in trouble for knowing songs for real. Like, because that's why like I had when the Thong song came out, that was my ish, bro. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. And so yeah, so I, like when I say I had that album at 6 or 7, when that album came out. Yeah, like I got that album then. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, Unleash the Dragon was that was my jam, bro.
Wait, do you know the story about that video?
Nah.
So he shot a video for for Unleash the Dragon. The video was so expensive that he basically like that video pretty much ended his career because they never recouped that money. Like they ended up spending like $2 million just on that video.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like if you watch the video, it's like, you know, like early 2000s, like CGI was still a new thing. So there was a lot of videos from that era where they was trying to do like the whole CGI thing. But yeah, anybody watching, go check out the Sisqó Unleash the Dragon. I don't even think it officially released actually. I think Rashad's about to pull it up. Yeah, we can't play the audio, but
Play the audio, but yeah, this is it, and it says unreleased music video.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever officially released because it like bankrupted his whole career.
Oh, this is kind of crazy. Off top, this is crazy.
Only on the 1 a.m. show will you get Sisqó video analysis.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Okay,
Yo,
for the listeners, you got Sisqó on the balcony.
Thong song video when he walks on the women.
Iconic. The Big Show was in that video too.
Yeah, when
the Big Show in this video?
No, in the Thong song video.
Yeah, that was.
This video is 7 minutes.
Yeah, no,
for
walking
sure.
on the woman.
No, I was gonna say they really spent $2 million on like this is he never made this money back.
This remind me of like Lil Dicky, the Pillow Song music video, or the Earth, whatever it was. Yeah, the Pillow Song where he spent like $1 gazillion on it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I know he got in trouble for this. This look like The Matrix mixed with like Jurassic Park.
I mean, you got to think it was like 2001, so like
that's what I'm saying. Like the highest grossing movies of time. Like he had an aerial view right here of the city of Los Angeles. That's a lot of freaking money, bro.
This is before drones too.
That's a lot of money. What were you about to say, Mo?
Shoot, I don't even remember.
I don't know if he was. I think we reached that point in the show.
No, I feel it. Well, fellas, it was a good return episode. Everything like that.
Hey, before we get off, so Jelani, so you said the honey bun heated up.
Oh yeah, we were talking about top 5 snacks. That's crazy that we didn't really get to that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the honey bun heated up. Maybe I need to go back and revisit Pop-Tarts because I'm struggling to like think about top 5. The honey bun heated up. I like the classic, just like normal barbecue chips. Like I don't know, they got all the crazy flavors now, but like the normal Lay's barbecue. Fruit roll-ups.
Okay.
Fruit Fruit roll-ups way too childish for me, but I'm gonna let you finish with it first.
Every now, I might eat a fruit roll up like once every 5 years or something like that. That might have me stumped. For the people listening, we were talking before the show. We were talking about how I never really got into Pop Tarts like that, and I think we started talking about like what your top 5 snacks are. But yeah, I'm gonna go with those the top 3. It's kind of hard for me to pick 2 other ones because I don't really eat a ton of snacks like that now as an adult. Unless like chocolate chip cookies count.
You said who?
I said unless like chocolate chip cookies or something like that count. I don't know if that counts as a snack, but
Low key.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
It's a more, I feel like, cuisine snack. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to dress it up, put it in the oven. It's kind of like an event versus something you just take out the pantry.
Mm-hmm.
But how you feel about oatmeal cream pies? No Diddy.
I was just gonna say, wow, that's a crazy question. And it shouldn't be. There's nothing wrong with that question. It's just the way you worded it was kind of crazy. No, they taste good. Pause. I like it's just kind of. I feel like it depends on also like what the quality of the brand is, because you got certain like them 99-cent oatmeal cream pies don't really like. They don't really hit like that, but I think if you get like a more like a little bit high end one, yeah,
little Debbie's.
For sure. Yeah, exactly.
They like you said, they fell off for me like in like 2018. I loved them, bro. When I was in Alabama, loved them. And then it's like they say the older you get, the less good they taste. They don't taste that good no more. So like right now, I don't even eat them no more. I don't know the last time I had them like a whole box. I don't remember the last time I had a whole box,
A whole box. Oh, you talking about just in general.
When you put a whole box in the pantry and you eat one a day.
I thought you were talking about just eating a whole box at one time.
No, in one sitting, I would be like throwing up on the couch.
I'm about to say that will do it.
Yeah.
That will do it. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm making this week. I'm making some meatballs with some grape jelly and chili sauce.
You putting the meatballs in the grape jelly?
I'm putting the grape jelly on the meatballs. Pause. I don't know. That just sounded crazy.
I understand. Wait, hold on. Is it part of the recipe? I know like sometimes like you be making food and it'll be something in the recipe that you would think would be weird, but it makes sense for the recipe. So is it a part of the sauce?
Yeah, it's gonna be
okay. All right.
Yeah, chili sauce to add a little like kick in there, and then the grape jelly mixed together.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that. No, that's not the one. Yeah, it's one that I saw. It had like almost 4,000 reviews, and it was 5 stars.
Whatever this is, look like it busts. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, that's how mine gonna be looking.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, I be wondering, like, who was the first person to even think, like, to really set these meatballs off some grape? Because it probably do taste good, but how did you reach that conclusion?
Facts.
It is, when you don't have anything left in the house and you don't feel like eating out, or you don't have the money to eat out, you get real creative.
That's a fact. I've eaten some crazy stuff in my life.
Fact.
That's when you find out, oh, this is actually.
Yeah, no, I've made some crazy homemade meals when it wasn't nothing else to eat.
You gotta put something together.
What is this, Mo? What is this?
That's either ketchup or chili sauce.
And then this is barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And this is grape jelly. Man, Stop it. Stop it, bro. Okay, I'm with you, Jelani. This is crazy. Because who was like, that was some spaghetti sauce in it. Then some jelly, then some barbecue sauce? That's a crazy combination. I've never thought of barbecue sauce and jelly in the same. No, bro.
Hey, well, I'm using chili sauce. A chili sauce with the grape jelly.
Is this your first time trying it?
Yeah.
Have you ever had it from someone else cooking it?
Nah. But as I said, it got 4,000 reviews, and it it had 5 stars. So I'm gonna trust the people on this one.
No, I feel like it probably like if I've never heard anybody say anything crazy about it, it probably does taste good. Just because I've never even I'm trying to think of it's like the same way like you put like sugar in spaghetti. Like you wouldn't think that makes sense, but it, you know what I mean. It makes the spaghetti better.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
You said what?
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and yeah, that is a crazy combination, but it works perfect.
Fish tacos.
I don't think I ever had fish tacos before. I had shrimp tacos though; those are fire.
You said fish tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fish tacos hit. Feel like
You know,
a lot of people like to use tilapia, but you know that's not real fish, so I don't eat it.
I didn't know that growing up. It used to be fire when my mom made it, but I found out when I got older, like, oh yeah, it's not real fish. But
are y'all boys? Are y'all fasting for Lent?
So when does it start?
Wednesday.
How long? How many days is it? 40 days?
40. Yeah.
40 days,
from
40
Wednesday
nights?
into Easter.
I might find something. I didn't even think about that. I feel like that's the universe sending me a sign that you even brought that up. So,
Well,
I'm gonna find
just
something.
looking at this food was making me think about like because I'm already preparing for mine. I already kind of started mine of like what we did last year was only eat between 12 and 8. 12 p.m. 8 p.m.
Okay, no, I'm gonna find something for sure. I'm gonna find I'm not gonna go to any of those hashtag sites for the next 40 days.
Hey, that's a good one, bro.
I actually really was thinking about doing that before even you brought that up. So now I got a real reason to do it.
No, 100%. 100%.
Right.
Someone shout out to I think her name is Caramello. You know who that is, Jelani?
Unfortunately, me being a sick human being, I do know who that is. Yeah.
Caramello, she was on Twitter and she said, "How do you say y'all hate the industry or like no, y'all hate the creators, but y'all love the industry?" And then someone responded, they was like, well, when I get drugs from my drug dealer, that don't mean I love my drug dealer.
Yeah, I love it. I like the product. I don't necessarily care about the. It's just it is true though. Like when I do be on them hashtag sites, I'm not really thinking about like who this person is morally off the screen. Like they can have any sort of political beliefs. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, you're here to serve your purpose.
Yeah, you know, Alexis Texas don't like black people, but you know, she still doing numbers.
Yeah, for the longest, bro, that was her thing.
She changed her policy though.
Yeah. I noticed that. And it was like
he said, "I noticed that."
I don't know. I literally do not know. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know how I found out, but I found out. And the first thing I went to was the comments, and they was like, "Alexis Texas with the brothers now, huh?"
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yo, going to the comment section is wild.
Bro, but it's like with moments like that, you want to be like, what is the people talking about?
What are the streets saying about this one?
Because then you start questioning yourself. You're like, I thought this was a thing for the past decade. Like she doesn't do black people or black men.
Oh, it was like for like 15 years. I feel like I knew that when I was in high school.
Like interviews where they would ask her and she would just ignore the question. The same way that Tyler ignores questions when you ask her about black people now. Mm-hmm. That's like what Alexis says used to be like in 2010.
Yo, that's a fact.
Yo, the comment section on the hashtag sites would usually be crazy though.
It'd be funny. It'd be like every now and then, I've looked at them a few times. It'd be either super creepy or super funny. That's the only
right.
No in between. But yeah, with Caramello, I wanna wrap up with this. She was on a podcast on YouTube, and the host of the show kind of wild. Like he made me uncomfortable just watching it. But beyond that, she gave some good answers and stuff like that, and it gave me better perspective on who she is as a person and why she acts the way she acts. So, because really, old girl went viral for real, off that situation where she was talking to the dude from Twitter,
Mhm.
and they had the two stories of like, she was like, oh, he was a toxic man and not good for my mental health, and he was like, yo, you the one that was acting weird, and that's how she really became kind of famous or whatever and stuff like that. So it's always interesting to see that person's perspective and see like what exactly is the real story behind it. I don't know. I think those have been like my most interesting interviews sometimes of interviewing people in that industry or people kind of even related to that industry, because it's just like, how is it for you on the receiving end of all the messages, all the comments, all the hate, all the love? Like, what is the line of love and creepiness? I don't know. Are you happy in life? Why did you choose this path? All that stuff I'd be wanting to know. So
Yeah, like all jokes aside, like to keep the trend of this episode being dark, like all jokes aside, like a lot of, if you look at the suicide rates of like women, women, I mean, I can say it now, we're like 2 hours in, like women porn stars, like they got a whole website where you can like see like all the porn stars who passed away or whatever, and the amount that didn't make it to 30 is like, yeah, this is kind of not a healthy field to really be in.
I was talking to Mo about this. Remember Mo earlier today when I sent you the Cammy video, the video from Cammy. Shout out to Cammy. I don't know her personally, but she like real popping in Cobb and stuff like that. She used to date who was the dude on Yachty podcast, his best friend or his old best friend?
Mitch.
She used to date Mitch. That was the whole thing and stuff like that. And she was responding to Yachty when he was going off on Mitch that night, and then she ended up deleting all the messages. But anyways, regardless, she put up a video talking about Cam Newton, and she called Cam Newton like a servant of Satan. And she put up a 3-minute, 4-minute video explaining why she said it, because she was like, it might sound crazy, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, when you give into your flesh, Cam Newton cheating on, Jazzy, that's him giving into his flesh. So when you give into your flesh, you're serving the devil, because the devil wants you to give into your flesh. And the church of Satan, like literally, is just you just serving your flesh, doing whatever your flesh desires and stuff like that. So it's like you're living a life that's serving Satan when you live a life that just gives into your flesh. So like you said, the dark side of that industry and stuff like that, another dark side of it as a consumer of somebody in that industry is like, when you're consuming and you're in the world, you are literally serving Satan and living for Satan, which sounds so crazy and so extreme, but it's just the truth. And it's like when you open your eyes to that, you're like, oh snap, this is crazy. This ain't something that's like a harmless, So like you said, the fact that you are already working towards getting us staying away from those sites, that's huge. And best of luck to you with this fast, bro, starting on Wednesday. Real talk. So that was a way to like spin a dark topic into something that was more positive and uplifting for anybody that's dealing with anything, whether it's weed, pills, Xan, lean, whatever it is, dirty Sprite, whatever you dealing with that you can't let go of, that you've been having trouble letting go. Cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? Cigs. I know cigs get a lot of people. Vapes. Anything that you're struggling with, just know you can slowly let go, and you can eventually let go and live a different life. And it can start this week with Lent. If you're Christian, if you're Muslim, go with Ramadan, give it up for the 30 days of Ramadan, give it up for the 40 days of Lent, whatever. Let that be your launching pad and your training grounds for starting a whole new life. I believe in you. You can do it. All that good stuff. And yeah, anything else, fellas, before we get out of here that y'all want to leave to the people?
Nah, man, just stay prayed up, man, like, let go and let God.
Peace and love, my brothers and sisters.
All right.
Yo, real quick, all right, okay, I'm sorry, I had to switch you back to the darkness real quick. Yo, crazy what you were saying to think about like all the website, all the different like porn stars that like, passed away. And it's like, the realization of it, probably like so many people probably be like, damn, why she don't make videos no more?
You know what? And like all jokes aside, I've had like I'm not gonna say who her name was out of respect for her, but I definitely
Without respect, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Like I definitely had one that I used to watch when I was like a young teenager coming up, and then later on down the line, I found out that she's no longer with us. So yeah, like no, it happens more because you got to think most of the girls that do that only do it for like at the most maybe like 4 to 5 years. Most of them it may be like a year or two tops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, what a wide range of topics we covered. Welcome back, guys.
Right.
This is what the people need. They don't need the soft stuff like everybody else gonna do the soft like Charleston White said this.
Right, yeah.
Let's get into it, man.
Cardi B and Stephon Diggs.
Get back into it. Let's get back into it.
Yeah, like if you a stud, why don't you just date a man? You know,
I was about to say that part. I'm probably gonna edit out.
Yeah.
That part I'm probably gonna edit out.
We were flying close to the sun with that one.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, other than that though, like why not? What is we holding back for? But yeah,
right.
Man, great episode. Hey, another thing, Jelani, like you say, is if you like, dang, I wonder where this person is now, and then you like find out they a first lady of a church, and they like, I flipped my whole life around, and if Jesus can use me, he can use anybody. And you're like, dang, that's crazy.
I know exactly which star you're talking about.
Is it just one, or is it like I would think it's like multiple? Because I think it's like multiple that had that like 180 flip, but there's one in the Black community.
Does her name start with a J?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, well,
but I don't know what her real name is, but yeah.
Shout out to Jasmine Cashmere.
She a first lady now of a church for sure.
Hall of Famer, a legend.
Yeah, she spreading the word of God now. You know what I'm saying? Salute.
Oh, she is. I think she's serious about it too. She's been doing.
No. Yeah, she like if you bring up anything in our comment section, being like, "What do you know? Didn't you do that?" Like she block you, she shut you down, boy. She don't play about that. She real strict. But yeah, Mo, any last words?
Nah, that's it, man. This was good, bro. You know, to all the people, you know, we back with the consistency, man. You know, we're gonna give the people what they need.
I appreciate y'all for shutting me down and saying that's wild in the moment of the whole STEM situation.
It didn't get too wild. I can see where it was going.
So do you think I should edit it out or keep it in? Pause.
I think we should be straight. I don't think you said nothing too crazy.
Okay. All right, we keeping it in.
I feel like it's really up to you for real. Because I mean, like you got more to lose, and I mean, we don't work for like no corporations or that like
media people.
Well, I don't know where Rashad. I mean, where Mo works.
But hey, all right, y'all. Let's get off live and continue this conversation. Hey, you guys take care of yourself. Y'all have a good night. Until next time, I'm Rashad. This is Jelani. This is Mo. We are the 1 a.m. pod. Until next time, peace.